Just like the street lights lit this tune, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to.
Hey guys, I'm andeeparis. Let's connect. If you're having a good day, great. And if you're not, I hope this can make you have a better day. Crick, crack, story time. Alright, so this story is about two girls, two girlfriends, like they're friends, best friends. They haven't seen each other in a long time. They have like real careers and everything like that. That requires a lot of time and effort. So they don't get to see each other as much. But they had it planned on their calendar. They set up time to have a girls' night out. Okay, just to go to dinner and just kind of have some fun. That was the plan, okay? So, the day come for that, and so they have everything set up. But both of them decided that they were gonna have a really good time. So they decided not to drive and just catch an Uber. So, they caught an Uber to get to the place where they were going. Everything is fun. They're having a good time. Everybody's happy, great time. And so after dinner, they decided, they want to go and see what's popping in the town right now. Like what's on, what's good, what's happening, They want to have some fun, pretty much. They call an Uber, right? So they use the Uber app. They call it Uber. And, not too long from there, all of a sudden this car shows up. And the guy was like, Uber, you look for Uber? He act like he doesn't speak English very well. So he's like, you called Uber, like that. And so they're like, oh, the car is here already. And so they just jump in the car. They didn't verify if it's the car. They didn't verify if it's the right driver, nothing. They just came from dinner and they were drinking. So now they get in the car and the Uber just, took off, start driving, whatever. And so he's driving and they're in the back laughing, having a good time. Like, girl, I miss you so much. I needed this. I've been working so hard and la 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 la. They're just catching up and having a good time. Now the driver, every minute he's looking back at them, right? But he doesn't say anything. So they're not paying attention. The address where they said they were going to go see what's popping over there, they're talking so much they didn't pay attention that the driver's going the wrong way. So it took like 15 minutes for them to realize they're going the wrong way. So when they realize it, they're like, oh no, you go the wrong way. They think the driver don't speak English. So he's like, oh no, I take you, right? I take you. And they're like, no, you're going the wrong way. And so the driver just keeps acting like he doesn't speak English. Okay, so now they're like trying to figure out like, what do you speak? What's your language, right? And he's like, I know understand. But he's talking like Spanish. But he's like, I don't understand. I don't understand. And so, okay, so maybe he speaks Spanish. So they look up Spanish on Google to try to get the words of what they're trying to say so they can say it to the dude. So now they're talking Spanish with the dude and he's like, yeah, I don't know what you say. So they're like, oh man, we gotta figure something out because we're in this car and it's going the wrong way. And the driver's GPS was on and it was taking them somewhere, but it wasn't where they wanted to go. They're going the whole other side of town, like way over there. They look at the driver's GPS and they're like, no, we changed. So then they try to change it for him and he's like, no. So at that moment when they grab the GPS trying to put the right address, the driver pulls out this big old hammer, like Thor. He got his big old hammer. All right. Okay. He grabbed this big old hammer. He said, "Back up." Sorry. He got a big old hammer and he was like, "Back up. Sit back while I hammer one of you guys." And they were freaking out. The girls are like, "What?" Whoa. They're freaking out. They're like, what? Well, what's wrong with you? Like, hammer, what is this? And so they're like, oh, you speak English? And he was like, yes, I do. I heard everything you said. And so they're like, okay, so what's your deal? Like, what's your problem? Like, why don't you take us where we're going? We're finna call Uber customer service. And he's like, you can call them if you want, but I don't work for Uber. And they're like, what? He's like, yeah, I don't work for Uber. That's what you get for not checking anything, jumping in somebody's car and not verifying nothing. So now you're in an imposter's vehicle. They're like, what are you talking about? Let us out. And he's like, nope, I'm not letting you out. No. And they're like, so where are we going? Where are you taking us? Where are we going? Or whatever. So the girls are freaking out. They're crying immediately. Because we girls, we emotional. Immediately. So it's like, where are you going? Where are you taking us? Where are you taking us? He's like, I said back up. Because one of them went forward. Or I will hit one of y'all with this hammer. He just started laughing like one of those clowns. You're a psycho. So he's driving. They crossing a bridge. They're like far away from their home, from their town. They just out of there. And so they're like freaking out. So now one of the girls, she was scared, but she was like aware. So she's paying attention to the areas and the turns and stuff like that, trying to like come up with a plan. So if they gotta run or drive or what they're gonna do, that way she know how to get out of this area. So okay, boom. So they're going. He takes them to like a lake area. It's dark, pitch dark, and he parks the car. He got out with his big old hammer, and he was like, "Get out the car." Like what? And they're like, no, we're not getting out the car. Where did you take us? Where are we? And so he's like, I said get out the car. So they didn't want to get out the car. He opened the door and just yanked them out the car. Like yanked them out the car and just threw them on the ground. And he's like, follow me. And they're like, follow you where? Where are we going? He's like, I said don't ask me no questions. And then he started laughing like a maniac again. He's like, move it. And so they start walking, but they don't know where they're going. And so he's just pushing them. He gets them by the river and he was like, tonight, you two are my next victims. And they're like, what are you talking about? You know, he said, you two are the perfect examples of why my wife left me. And they're like, we don't know you. What are you talking about? And he's like, yes, my wife left me for people like you guys. So she went to go have fun with her friends too out of town and she never came back. And when I found out, she was a whole nother person and a whole nother place. Just never came back. You people are the reason why marriages break. Like he was just having a whole weird thing going on. So now the girl that was paying attention to the directions, she's trying to tell her friend, like, calm down. Like we need to do something right here, okay? Calm down. And so she sees a stick on the floor and she's trying to tell her friend to grab it, but her friend is all emotional, like, please don't hurt us, or whatnot. She's like, Lindsay, right? That's the girl name. She's like, look at this, pick up the stick, pick it up. And the dude is just ranting on about like something that happened between him and his wife. They don't even know him, they don't know the wife, nothing. He just picked somebody and just started like messing with people's lives. So she's like, Lindsay, okay. And so Lindsay picked up the stick. She quickly picked up the stick and handed it to her friend. And her friend grabbed the stick and she was like, back away from us. Give us the key and you won't get hurt. Give us the key or you won't get hurt. And the guy was like laughing at them like, oh, you really think I'm afraid of a stick? I got a whole metal hammer in my hands. I'm about to hammer your head or whatever. And so, you know, the girl was like, I said back, I will hurt you. And so the guy was like, he picked up his hammer and he threw it one good time. And the girls dropped the stick and they just ran and started running. They're running. Now he's trying to chase them. So now they're in a chase situation. They're running. He's running. But the hammer is too heavy for him. So he had to leave the hammer behind and try to catch them so that they don't get to the road. And so he's trying to run. But here the thing is, they are running faster than him. And so they running. And then one of the girls know how to climb a tree. So she climbed up. They made up a plan. And so she's like, pretend like you're tired and just kind of stand right there and just look very afraid. But I promise you're not going to get hurt. Like, just look very afraid. So, you know, Lindsay's the bait. So she's standing there like all scared. Like, oh, please don't hurt me. And as she was doing that, he starts running to her like, yeah, I'm going to. Pleading. I don't care about your pleading. You people are the reason why my wife left me. So he started running towards Lindsay. The girl that went up there, let's just call her Sierra. She waited for the perfect time for him to like get close to where she's at. And she jumped off the tree and jumped right on him. And she jumped with so much pressure, like it knocked him out. So now she's like, come on, Lindsay. So she grabbed Lindsay's hand and they start running. They're running the opposite direction. So then they found the hammer. They tried to pull it, but it's too heavy. So they're running, trying to get into the vehicle so they can take off. They get into the vehicle, and then by that time, the dude already woke up. And so he's running. He woke up, and so he's running over there trying to catch them. And so he gets to his hammer. He grabs the hammer, and once again, he wasn't able to carry the hammer and run at the same time. So the girls got in the vehicle. The guy had left the key, so they managed to get away. They backed up that car so fast, They drove and just never looked back. Went straight to a police station. Dropped the vehicle there. They were able to find the guy. He was actually about to go and hurt himself by that lake, by that river area where he took them. He was just sitting there. So they grabbed him, cuffed him, locked him, and it was gone. That was it. That was it. So, and then while he was locked up, he did get some help. They gave him therapy and all that stuff, so he could, move on, feel better. They gave him medicine and all that. He's actually happy. Yikes. Inside of the box, he's happy. He's happy because I don't know, but he's happy. And that's the story. And the girls are good. They're having fun. They learned their lesson. They know better. If they ever request an Uber, double check. Make sure it is the vehicle that Uber said is coming. Make sure it's the person, the right person, and everything. Double check. Okay. So yes, thank you so much for watching and chilling with me. Hope you enjoyed. Share the video with at least one person that you can't stand. Some people that you like. Absolutely all the ones that you love. Share the video. And I will connect with you guys on the next one. Peace. Q. Bye.